When you make kheer, you have to remember that there are two parts to a kheer. It's basically milk and it is rice. But my twist is going to be a bit different. Instead of putting rice, I'm actually going to make the kheer out of carrot. So to start off, I'm going to use full fat milk. Now if you're vegan, you can use coconut milk, you can use soya milk, you can use almond milk, you can use rice milk. Perfectly okay. I'm going to heat up the milk, and as the milk heats up, all I do in that is add in carrots. So these are grated carrots. Add that in and stir it together, and I'm going to bring this mixture to a boil. Now also, when you cook a kheer, you add whole spices like say green cardamom. I personally don't like to add the cardamom now because it does infuse a flavor, but also comes in your mouth, it breaks down. So I like to put the green cardamom right at the end, so it still adds a perfume and still adds a flavor into the dish. So I'm going to wait till this comes to a boil and then add in the other ingredients. Now to thicken this, although the carrots will cook in the milk will reduce, it will not come to the consistency of what a normal kheer is. I will be using oats and a tiny quantity of roasted semolina to give the kheer a little body. The milk has reduced down, and as you can see, the carrots are still in the shape, but they haven't become mushy, but they are cooked through. And that is what I want to do. I wanted to have the shape but not become like a paste. So when you eat the kheer, you should be able to taste the carrots, get the texture of the carrots. It should look like a carrot. No point in making the puree and putting it down, because then the whole essence of the dish is lost. Now also when you're cooking the carrots with the milk, make sure you stir the sides well, because the milk solid fats or the milk fats stick onto the side, and that is all flavors. So try and scrape it off and let that mix with the milk. In this, I'm now going to add roasted semolina. Do not add raw semolina, always add roasted semolina. It cooks better and faster. I'm also going to add rolled oats or steel cut oats. Now the oats and the semolina will begin to thicken the milk. I'm going to reduce the heat and let that gently cook through. All I'm going to make sure just get the oats and the semolina to cook through and mix up with the milk and make it nice and thick. Also then goes in the sugar, and lastly is my green cardamom powder. So like I said, you can add whole green cardamoms at the start and then take it off, but I like to put them at the very end for the flavor to come out better. Stir that in and gently now cook the kheer till it thickens and the carrots are just right. The kheer is now ready. If you look at the consistency, it's flowing. Now if you like to have more milk and less carrots, then obviously you can increase the quantity of your milk. I personally like to have lots of carrots because I wanted the taste of a carrot. The oatmeal and the semolina is just enough to bind it, to hold the milk together. Other than that, it is only carrots, and this has come out extremely well. A little taste. Wow, very nice. Slight hint of cardamom, but the main flavor is of the carrots. At the end of the day, it is carrot kheer. You can have it either hot as it is. Me personally, I like to have it cold. So I'm going to switch off the heat, take my pan off the flame, let that cool, and then plate my dish up. The carrot kheer is now cooled down. Now when you leave the carrot kheer for too long, it will become a bit dry. The oats will absorb most of the liquid or the milk. In that case, what you do is you add a little more milk and just stir it in together. And all you do is just taste the amount of sugar. If it needs more sugar, then you add a tiny quantity of sugar. Otherwise, it is set to go. This is now ready. I'm going to spoon that into a bowl. Nice, very nice. It looks nice and rich. You can actually see the textures of the carrot. And because the milk has cooked on a low heat, it is thickened quite well. The oats and the semolina are just there to give it some kind of a body. Now you can have this as it is perfectly okay to have, but I'm going to serve that as garnished with some jam, and I'm going to use carrot jam. I've done this recipe in the past, is carrot and rose petal jam with some sesame seeds. So I'm going to do a nice dollop as a garnish, and a little special, I'm going to add some silver leaf. So there you have it. Very simple but absolutely delicious. This is carrot and oatmeal kheer with some silver leaf as a garnish. Make sure you try it at home, make it for your friends and family, and do not forget to tag me. So until next time, happy cooking.